Welcome to this channel. Today we are going to explore part 2 Kolar District, Karnataka State, the land of gold. Before we go into the video, please subscribe this channel and press bell button to get notifications of upcoming videos. Now we go into the video. Kolar is rapidly industrializing, particularly the Manur Taluk, which houses various multinational and domestic companies. The district has strong presence in the food processing industry due to its high yield of tomatoes and mangoes. Additionally, Scania and several ancillary units for the automotive industry are located here, taking advantage of the proximity to the Chennai-Bangalore industrial corridor. Agriculture in Kolar is a strong of triumph over water scarcity. The district is a leader in horticulture, producing massive quantities of tomatoes and mangoes. It is also a key center for sericulture, where silkworms are reared and silk is spun. Dry land farming of ragi, finger millet, is common, and the dairy sector is so advanced that Kolar is often called the Denmark of India for its efficient milk production. The district is a hub for the trade of agricultural commodities. The APMC, Agricultural Produce Market Committee, in Kolar is one of the largest tomato markets in Asia. Silk trade is another major component, with raw silk being sent to weaving centers like Bangalore and Dharmavaram. The proximity to the NH75 highway facilitates the smooth transit of goods between Bangalore and the ports of Chennai. Investment opportunities in Kolar are currently focused on cold storage, food processing, and warehousing. Given the surplus of horticultural produce, there is a huge demand for value addition in industries. The state government offers various incentives for setting up units in the designed industrial areas, and the upcoming Chennai-Bangalore Industrial Corridor (CBIC) is expected to bring massive investment into the region. Kolar follows the legal framework of the state of Karnataka and Union of India. Specific local regulations pertain to land use for agriculture versus industrial purposes, and strict environmental laws regarding granite quarrying. Being a border district, these are also specific interest transport regulations that businesses must adhere to when moving goods into Andhra Pradesh or Tamil Nadu. The district is well connected by road with National Highway 75, Bangalore to Chennai, passing right through it. Internal roads connect all major taluks, though some rural patches are still being developed. The infrastructure is supported by a decent railway network and an increasing number of power substations to support the growing industrial demand. Water infrastructure remains the top priority for the local government. The Indian rupee INR is the sole currency. Banking is highly accessible with a mix of nationalized banks, private banks, and a very strong network of cooperative banks like the Kolar Chikkaballapura District Central Cooperative (DCC) Bank, The latter plays a crucial role in providing credit to farmers and dairy milk producers, often being the lifeline of the rural economy. Accommodation in Kolar ranges from basic lodges to mid range hotels suitable for business travelers and tourists. Kolar town and the highway offer the best facilities. For those visiting KGF, accommodation is more limited, often requiring a stay in nearby Bangarapet of a dry day trip from Kolar or Bangalore. These are several farm stays popping up in the mango orchard regions for a more rustic experience. Obtaining a local SIM card is straightforward for Indian citizens with an Aadhaar card for international providers. A passport and visa are required. Major service providers like Jio, Airtel, and VI have extensive coverage across the district, even in most rural areas. It is recommended to get the SIM at the airport in Bangalore or in Kolar towns for the smoothest activation process. The dress code in Kolar is generally conservative. While Western wear is common in towns, traditional attire like shorts for women and dhotis or trousers for men is preferred when visiting temples or rural areas. It is essential to remove footwear before entering homes and places of worship. Being polite and asking permission before taking photos of people, especially in religious settings, is highly appreciated. The cuisine of Kolar is a delicious blend of Karnataka staples and influences from its neighbors. Ragi mudde, millet balls, with saru curry in their traditional soul food. However, the Malbagal dosa, a crispy, ghee-laden delight, is a must-try for any visitor. The influence of Andhra cuisine is seen in these spicy pickles and biryanis available in many local eateries. The most efficient way to travel within Kolar is by hiring a private taxi or using the extensive network of KSRTC state-run buses. For a unique experience, the local passenger trains are a cheap way to travel between Kolar and Bangarapet. The best time to visit is during the cooler months from October to March, as the summer heat can make outdoor sightseeing quite exhausting. Do's and don'ts. Do try the local dairy products and fresh manganese in season. Do visit the temples early in the morning to avoid the heat. Don't wander into abandoned mining areas in KGF without a guide, as some structures can be unstable and dangerous. For international visitors, a valid Indian visa, e-visa, is usually sufficient, and a passport are mandatory. These are there are no specific permits required to enter Kolar district itself. However, ensure you keep digital and physical copies of your documents, as they are required for hotel check-ins and for purchasing local SIM cards. A 2-day trip is usually sufficient to cover the highlights of Kolar. Start your journey from Bangalore early in the morning to beat the traffic. Focus on the Kolar town heritage sites and Andarganga on the first day, and dedicate the second day to the unique colonial and industrial history of the Kolar gold fields, KGF, and the spiritual sites of Mulbagal. Trip day-to-day agenda. Day 1. Arrive in Kolar, visit Someswara and Kolarama temples. Post-lunch, trek to Andarganga to see the caves and the perennial spring. Stay overnight in Kolar. Day 2. Drive to Kolar Gold Fields, KGF. Explore the colonial bungalows and the mining museum of Accessible. In the afternoon, visit the Mulbagal Anjanaya temple and enjoy a famous Mulbagal dosa before heading back. Kolar is generally a safe district for travelers. However, like any other place, it is wise to avoid isolated areas after dark. In Andarganga, be wary of monkeys as they can be quite bold in stealing food or belongings. Local police are generally helpful and there are several hospitals in Kolar town and KGF for any medical emergencies. Kolar has an umbilical cord relationship with Bangalore, supplying much of the city's milk and vegetables. It also serves as a transit point for trade with Chennai and Tirupati. The district's silk and granite are exported globally, and its industrial zones are increasingly become part of the international supply chain, hosting companies from Sweden, Japan, and other nations. Did you know that KGF was the first city in India to be electrified back in 1902? This was done to power the gold mining machinery using electrically generated from the Sivasamutra Falls. Another fun fact, Srinivasapur Taluk is so obsessed with mangoes that it grows over 60 different varieties, contributing significantly to India's mango exports. Kolar is a district that refuses to be defined by just one thing. While the gold might have run dry, the golden hearts of its farmers and the white gold of its dairy industry keep it thriving. It is a place where history is etched in stone and the future is being built in factories, making it a must visit for anyone looking to see the hard-working, multifaceted soul of Karnataka. Thank you for seeing this video. Please subscribe this channel and press bell button to get notifications of upcoming videos. Thank you.